Hello, my name's Dan Redding. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources. I wanted to share this information with parents and staff regarding the search for a principal for the new elementary school set to open in August of 2021. In February 2020, the school board acted to plan for enrollment growth by relocating an option school from the site of Key Immersion School in Roslyn to the current site of Arlington Traditional Elementary School. A boundary will be drawn in the fall of 2020 for the neighborhood school to open on that site where Key currently is in August of 2021. In order to effectively plan for that opening, APS will hire a principal to begin working on or around July 1st, 2020 to provide support for the opening of the school. The principal will work throughout the fall, building community with visits to schools and parent-teacher associations as the boundaries are set, and then setting up procedures and routines, hiring staff, and ensuring the school opens with a strong community in place. This is similar to what APS has done when opening new schools like Discovery Elementary School. First, the timeline that we will follow in this search. The principal position will be advertised for 2 weeks. We'll post it on the APS website and advertise in a couple of other places. Some possibilities are listed on this slide, like the National Association of Elementary School Principals, which is one of the leading associations for elementary school administrators. The position will close on April 22nd, 2020. The screening and interview process is outlined here. It is a 3-stage process. The first round involves a screening committee from the executive leadership team, which determines the top candidates and forwards them to round 2. The second round is made up of school staff, parents, central office staff, and elementary principal representatives. The final round is the superintendent's round, in which she considers the feedback from the previous 2 rounds of interviews, as well as conducts her own interviews, and then makes a decision based upon that feedback regarding her recommendation to the school board for hire as the principal at the new elementary school. The second round panel is really the stakeholder panel, and we believe strongly in engaging our stakeholders in this process. Given that the boundary for the new school is not yet determined, that provides us with some challenge on who our stakeholders exactly are, but we felt it was most fair to provide for 2 parent representatives from the current Arlington Science Focus Elementary School community, given that the bulk of the student body is likely to be current science-focused families. We also wanted to provide 1 slot each for the current Taylor and Long Branch families who live in areas likely to be in consideration for a move to the new elementary school. In addition, we'll have similar proportion of staff from each elementary school community, as well as 2 elementary principals serving on that committee. Our timeline is compressed. We will conduct round 1 interviews the week of April 20th. Our target is to conduct both round 2 and round 3 interviews the week of April 27th. We want to be certain to get highly qualified applicants, but also ensure that if an internal applicant moves forward, we can fill the vacancy that would create in a timely manner. Our goal would be to recommend a candidate to the school board for appointment at their meeting that's currently scheduled for May 7th of 2020. The school board meetings have been going through some schedule changes, but we're hopeful to get it on their agenda for the first meeting in May. Human Resources will conduct outreach regarding staff interest in serving on the committee. A survey is being posted where all staff can contribute their input. That survey will close on Sunday, April 19th, 2020. We do seek to represent the diversity of the APS staff, and we want representatives from both instructional staff as well as support staff. Again, we are including 2 slots for current science-focused staff and 1 each for Long Branch and Taylor. On the staff survey, you can provide your name if you want to serve on the interview panel. Those who indicate a desire to serve will be part of instant runoff voting to determine the top vote getters from each site so that we can have staff represented. Even though staff are providing their name if they want to be on the committee, the survey contents remain completely confidential. We will have 4 parent representatives on the committee as we discussed earlier, 2 from Science Focus, 1 from Long Branch, and 1 from Taylor. While the boundary has not yet been determined, we do want to be proactive about ensuring representation of the school communities that may be sending students to the new school. The PTAs from each of those schools will help Human Resources by developing a process their PTA will use to forward a name. It is extremely important to us, again, that the family members representing the community on the committee represent the diversity of families within the likely attendance zone. Here we'll have a link for the parent survey. For APS staff, that survey link will be emailed directly to your APS email account. These surveys do remain anonymous. We do want your input, and that information will be posted on the web at the Engage page after it is collated and reviewed. The surveys will be open until April 19th, 2020 at 10 p.m. That's a Sunday evening. We do want your feedback by then so that it can be provided to the candidates and then to the second round interview committee. If you have any questions about this process, please don't hesitate to send them to me. My email is on the screen here, and I'm happy to provide you any information or respond to your questions. We look forward to working with you through this process.